Hey guys, I'm Jason, and it is so great to have you checking this thing out today. I'm just doing some experimentation, and so I am super excited to be sharing with you some updates that are happening this week, and updates have just happened. And so, of course, the number one thing on my mind is that Designcast has had 54 episodes, and so the 54th episode just dropped, and Bonnie Kirkley was my guest talking all about her role as the iHeart STEAM person that she has. So you need to check that out. It's really great. It's a fantastic conversation. And so I also want to share that the STEAM Ed magazine edition 2 will be out today. It may even be out by the time you're checking this out. And so I think you're going to really love it. It's got some great articles in it. There's been an overwhelming reach with it so far, and it's only going to keep growing, so that's really cool. Also, on my most recent episode of Designcast, I used an app called Descript App, and it was awesome. It's cut down my editing time by probably 75%. It only took me almost the same amount of time as just listening to the episode, so it was really great, and I'm hoping to continue to use that and to find out more great features about that. And there's an editing for video on top of that as well, so you ought to check that out. Descript is the name of it, and it should be right there on your screen. Also, just in a couple of weeks, if you are part of the Korea Google Educational Group, GEG Group for Seoul, we're going to be having an English-speaking live stream roundtable, which will be really fun. I think you're going to really enjoy that. So if you are local like me, you can check that out, and there's going to be some great ideas. We're going to mainly be focusing on Google Classroom, but anyone's welcome to check it out. You don't have to be in Korea or a part of the GEG to do that, but that's going to be the main audience. And so have a check out from that. It's going to be at the end of April, and so just keep watching my Twitter feed and my Instagram to see when that's going to happen. And so also some really exciting news at my own school this week. We became a Wakelet School, which means that we are working in a domain for Wakelet, which is really fun. We're able to do lots of really cool stuff and even tie together lots of different collections. And so if you're a Wakelet user, check out the Wakelet School program that they have. It's really neat. I'm really excited to be part of that, and so I can't wait to update you on how that's going to go moving forward. And so also I've got some great upcoming guests for Designcast. I've got Ivo Hanan coming back. I've got Lenny Dutton coming back. Really excited about those. I've got Lisa Blank is going to be on very soon. I've got Carrie Lee Beasley out of WAB. I'm so excited to have those folks coming and checking, just having conversation with me. It's really going to be fun. And I've got a couple surprise guests, which you probably aren't expecting, which will be really cool. So we're really looking forward to that. Also, check out Teach Better Team. I'm part of the Teach Better podcast network, and so there's some great podcasts on there. There's some great content. You can go check out different things to do with the grid method. I think you'll really find that to be incredibly useful to add to your educator toolbox, and so please go and check that out as soon as you can. Also, speaking of podcast network, of course, don't forget the DNA podcast network, the Design Network Alliance podcast network. There will be a link for that in the video description, but also if you just go to dnapodcastnetwork.ga, you should be able to get there. Just make sure you put the www in front of that. This week, I've got a guest appearance where I am on a podcast called Education Transformation, which I think you're going to really love. Lee Ridge out of Adelaide in Australia. Great conversation that we have about how we prepare students moving forward out of secondary education into tertiary education and into apprenticeships and internships. So it's really good. Can't wait for you to hear that one. A great service called podcastland.com allows you to go in and vote for the podcast you like the most, and then at the end of the month, the top podcast with the most votes gets highlighted for the next month on their website. So swing by, check it out. Vote for Designcast if you feel so inclined. It's really a cool way to check out some new podcasts for that. Also, the Designcast swag store is open, so please swing by and check that out and get your favorite thing. We've got masks, we've got shirts and throw pillows and all kinds of fun stuff. So go in, check that out. I think coffee mugs. Who doesn't need a coffee mug that has Designcast written right on it? Right? So go check that out. And so finally, I would ask that if you don't mind taking a minute or two and going by and checking out the Apple Podcast home for Designcast and leaving a review or rating. It would be really, really great for getting the podcast more exposure moving forward. And so I really appreciate everyone's feedback and everyone reaching out and chatting with me. I cannot wait for the next month to see how things are going as far as the great guests I've got coming on, all the exciting things that are happening. So please feel free to reach out. You know you want to do it. Go ahead and hit like. Go ahead. I know you want to do it on this video. So I can't wait for time when I can catch up with you guys again in person. But until then, it looks like it'll be video. Thanks.